fresh film on Saturday. Today, yeah. So please listen. Throw a blanket over the screen if you don't like nasty teeth. Not a particularly great looking person with nasty hair talking at you. Throw a blanket over the screen and let me just say something of which I just immediately recognised. And it's all good. It's all good. Anyway. Earlier on today, actually just about an hour ago, yeah? You know I've been on about this Mary, yeah? Mad Mary, yeah? It was funny because whilst I had a witness here, like Govinda Dream, he's always been a witness. Yeah. And we were having a buzz actually of just looking at a couple of these videos, busting people. And it got up to the point where, because Govinda understands where I'm up to, yeah? And it's crazy because this Mary character, Mary, does come into this, play a part, yes. Please understand. Just got a text off Govinda. I didn't read it then, I can't remember. Right, I can't remember, it just popped up. Anyway, whilst I'm trying to show Govinda some key things on this video that he doesn't need to look at, he just needs to pass on. And he understood, because he knows Mary too. He's like, yeah. And I didn't even need to explain to him. That's how good this is. Talking about Govinda Dream, didn't even need to explain. He just fully understood. Yet, I was trying to show him some key things on this video. Like, it's not like, look, I'm here now, yeah? So please don't, because people do, like my friends, like Govinda, do get a bit traumatised when they look at these videos of my past videos, yeah? But I'm like, look, they still can't get over the fact that I'm still alive, sort of thing. And they don't want, like, reminding of traumatising times back in the day, and of which I made videos on, yeah? So I respect that thing, but once you get past that, and that there's no worries, there's not like showing it you to fucking show you up, which he passed. He enjoys it. We were enjoying these videos, and then getting the crucial moments. Then his phone started going. Of course, there's his girlfriend ringing him up, and so he's like on the text thing like that. I'm like, what? Just great timing, eh? And he's like, oh, sorry, dear. I'm like, let's look at that though. But anyway, we were just messing around. We didn't even have a jam or anything. We got the guitar out a little bit, and then Govinda goes, go and get some beers in it from the shop. Yeah, and because we were going to get some beers in it, he said I was like stalling, procrastinating for ages, and then it was about time I got some beers ready. So he goes, go and get some beers, like, you know what I mean? And he was on the guitar, we were just loving it, and I was like, yeah, but that's good reminder. So when I went outside, right by that tree there, the one that Ducky hid behind that tree there. If anyone can be fucking bothered to fucking realise that I put this video online as well. Loads of people didn't see it, so it doesn't matter. right by that tree there. Yeah? You fucking cunts. Guess who was there when I walked outside? Have a guess. Ooh. Mary. Right there. You fucking wank stains. I know that she just lives around here, but I've never seen her there before. Funny that Sweeney was around here too, isn't it? Whilst he was getting bombed, digitally bombed by his pocket friend, which is a phone. Pocket friend, because from there on, all he was interacting with was his phone. Not because of Govinda Chugdream's fault or Sweetie's, just because of his phone and the timing. So in this important situation, there was an annihilation. And then I was getting texts whilst doing the film. Oh yeah, plus I had to delete this film because I was filming the incredibleness of it. And I showed Sweeney, and he was like, and I didn't even have him in the film. He was just out there, getting distracted. And I was like, I was showing him the film about Mary, and I said, that she's there. Now this, I know she lives around the corner. It's still pretty coincidental though, gotta say. There's no such thing as a coincidence. So shut the fuck up. Anyone who thinks that there is a thing called coincidence, because it does not exist. You fucking sly morons. Coincidence does not exist. Listen to me, if you can. If you can't, coin away. But yeah, it's like that. It's like, and I was like, I mean, no disrespect to Sweeney's missus or anything, but like, and then she was asking, I was getting text up, asking me for Loveday's number. I'm not mentioning this person anyway, Sweeney's missus. No, I'm not mentioning her name. So it could be anyone. So Sweeney's missus, you better fucking chill your boots, because this is what happened today. Whilst your boyfriend made a just a quick visit round to me on his own. And this is what happens. Things come into people's minds and they instantly react upon them. So phone calls are made, texts, all sorts. I do not know why she wants Loveday's number. Now, you will have to tell. This will give Loveday a bit of juice too. It's kind of juice all around this. Why on earth does your missus want Loveday's number? He's not a dealer, and he's not. Why on earth would he want Loveday's number? Why? Because if there's anything, even if it's to get something off him, which I doubt it is, because you know what he's like, that this will only cause more harm, more juice for him, more pain for me, more pain for your boyfriend, talking about Sweeney, talking about Govinda, yeah? And more pain, possibly, for you. Why on earth would he want this absolute goblin of a cunt number to ring up? Why? And so I deleted the film while Sweeney was here. because I filmed there, you know what I mean? I was having a laugh. It was funny a little bit, but because I mentioned his girlfriend's name. So, Sweeney's girlfriend, Govinda's girlfriend, at the moment. I've not mentioned you. Not mentioned your name. So don't worry about it. Could be anyone. Don't get too self-involved. And I'm not having a go at you either. Really not. Having a go at you. I don't see it as that. Because most people do see things like that. They just see it from the lower chakra point of view. And that's no disrespect, because everyone does it. They look from the lower chakras. That's why pussies and cunts, yeah? And as soon as you get a twinge, you've got to act upon that. So it does have incredible timing. How it prevails. Now, if you understand this, you will get beyond this. And I'm talking to people who kind of intervened today, and it's not their fault, but it's all for good. And I don't know what Govinda just sent back to me then, but all I said to him is just like, because he understood straight away, because he met Mary, and oh yeah, that's what's mad, is that I met Mary there, right there. The first time ever, you know, people are way up. It's not a coincidence, is it? Yeah? Coincidence. Fucking absolute scumbags. Talking to people who just don't listen. Can't be arsed listening because it fucking makes me seasick. And I just apply myself to a dialect that I can understand. Don't even bother trying looking into the codes. That's why I try and speak perfectly in some of these films, and then that's what pisses off the narcs around me. People like Loveday and Elizabeth Six, because although that they can speak perfectly in a way, yeah, it's always recited. It's not off the cuff. No, it's either written down by themselves and then recited, practiced and all this, or someone else's stuff, which they recite so proudly and loudly, like if it's theirs. Now, I know this may seem petty. I know I stumble and I trip up on my words and stuff. That's because I ain't got a script. I don't have a script to work from, yeah? You fucking wank stains. I know I use wank stains a lot of times. Do you know why? People, it's all code. I'm referring to these fucking trologists. The sly and trologists. And the Scientologists. All of them. And all the cults and all the mad spin-off groups that they've managed to conjure to warp people's minds. To the extent where the BBC, that's the British Broadcasting Company, corporation, whatever, even did a special. How these truth seekers could be so annihilated and killed with black goo coming out of their throats, like Max Spears, if anyone can be bothered. Or just going conspiracy now. No, this is what happened. See, people, it's no conspiracy. If you can discern between conspiracy theories and what's actually happened real time, if you can discern between this and that, then you're on the right track, people. Because as soon as you fucking start talking about the bullshit that they spun, emphasis on the you, because they don't in anymore. Have you noticed, people? Anyone out there with a fucking clue on them about the fucking, all the bullshit, conspiracy, fucking alternative media? Talking about conspiracy. Why not? Because this is what, like, bogged people down for years. You know, and that's what I was kicking up a fuss about, you cunts. So, that's what I kind of been trying to attack. And then got attacked by the people, and noticed that a lot of other things were going around along with all this to prove. Now you better fucking shut up, anyone who says he's not right, because it's gone beyond proving who's right and wrong. It's gone beyond that, people. Now it's only the cunts who think in a duality. Is this black or white? It's only those cunts. I will use that word cunt, because cunt is like a bucket. Cunt is an old word for a bucket. Normally to carry manure and shit. That's why it's a bit of a nasty word to refer to a woman's genitals as a cunt. But because it is a receptacle, it receives shit, it receives cocks, and receives intrusion. This is a cunt. That is the definition of cunt. Please understand, people. I'm not being weird. I'm actually telling you the real deal meaning of words. People don't want to know. Fuck off. Because I've just no time for wasters. And people just do love to waste. Thing is, people think that I waste. But I don't. Because I know that every second of my waking hour, every second that I'm not horrors, as in horizontal, laying down, fucking idiots. Like sleeping, you know that? Fast sleep, yeah? This is how much I have to explain to it. When I'm not like that, and I'm waking up, walking around this, like alive, walking around the streets and shit, that's when I'm awake, yeah? Please bear this in mind, you Scientologists out there. You better fucking tell that fucking the Xenu guy, guy, tranny, that Xenu transvestite that you admire. Look at all the Scientologists out there now. That he is absolutely. He's not that solid, is he? That Xenu guy. Yeah, whether he be a tranny or not, I don't care. He's not that solid. I mean, they do refer to him as a he, but because they skirt the line, they don't want to make it too fucking hermaphroditic, because that might fucking breach their boundaries. The fucking absolute homophobics, weirdos as they are, which they are, by the way, people, if you didn't know this. And it's not that I'm a homophobe, but that's what they do to me. They'll say I'm a homophobe. They will project onto me everything I've said to them. And this is what I try to make people look at the reactions. This is like real deal. I try to get like people like David Icke and all sorts to look at this. You know, all the main ones. All these main conspiracy fucking theorists. Talking about years ago now. fucking years, yeah, people. So don't worry about it. I think I'm just making this up right now. So for years I did this, and then so to the point where I was actually a bit pissed off and started bombing, as in comment bombing David Icke for a reaction. If I couldn't get a reaction off him, at least some of his fucking followers. Little did I know that all his followers are sheep. And they're just absolute fucking mindless idiots. And so is Icke himself. Unfortunately for people to realise, I really like David Icke, man. Well, good for you. Well done. At least you like something. So you really like David Icke. Let me have a guess. You hate everything else. Why do they have such a large section of David Icke books in prisons? Now, people don't know this, but in British prisons, I haven't been in prison, but I know quite a few people who have, yeah? They always remark upon the David Icke section of the library in the prison, how massive it is, and how much all these inmates really seem to like David Icke. Get me, people. And those out there without a clue, just fucking carry on wanking, cooking, cleaning, or watching TV, because that's all you do with it. Or get fucked, maybe, if you're lucky. But that's what people do. Now, David Icke has been infiltrating, and I've heard many people in the prison scene come out and say, David Icke's just turning psychos into even more psychos with his books, because like that's all they got to read is David Icke books. So that gets them even more worked up about how to fucking treat people. This is what's dodgy, see, people. And you have to fucking realise, rebel wisdom. You better fucking listen. I know, I swear. But this is, I'm gonna say serious, fucking hell. I'm not gonna bother listening here. You're too busy talking about fucking psychedelics and shit like this. Fucking BR. And totally missing the point. I'm sorry if you want to weave a fucking woolly thread over this, but it's raw and it's seen. I'm talking to Rebel Wisdom, David, and all his friends who do good stuff, very good stuff. I'm not going to come on your show. Don't worry, I'm not hankering for a fucking slot on your show, and I never have with people. You know, I never have. That's not me. You don't understand that, do you? You fucking cunts. But, because I'm a musician, I'm an artist. That's what I do. That's what I've done. That's what I'm trying to do. Tried my hardest to do. To be a part of. Yet, I've noticed, funnily enough, I've noticed, over about 25 years, of such a tenacious, relentless force which inhibits this. Now, lucky I'm pretty committed to my own heart, because that's all I wanted to do. Get me. I've managed to get so far. Some other righteously cuntful people, which are pretty much righteous, I gotta say. They're not cunts. Talking about Sweeney, Spandex, Crispy. They're not cunts. They're not. As much as people would love to think that they are, same as me. They actually do get this. This is what pisses people off. And this is what It's not like worry, but it's more of a interesting observation of how much people choose not to see something that's brilliant, something people would be buzzing about normally, but they don't, because they know that it exposes something of which they don't even know, but they know it touches something sensitive. And people out there do not know what it is. That's good. But there's something that's been touched, yeah? And if people do not know, good for you. I'm talking a little bit cryptic, but not really, because if you do backtrack a few videos, you realise how delicate a person's mind is, especially when they get backed up with lies. And that's their foundation. Now that's what these people were doing, people. You get me? I've already busted them, already fucking called them out. That Wendy and all that, yeah. They're all part of it. They kind of blame shifted. Well, they did blame shift onto the narcs, the narcissists around me, yeah? Like Tracy Elizabeth Six, Simon Loveday. The most narkiest of narcs you can possibly find in the UK. I don't care what anyone says. You can't get anyone more narky than these fuckers. I mean, if there is, bring them on. Bring them on. And even then, they're going to look like cunts, because these have demonstrated how much of a fucking twat one can be just to keep up their own shitty value, of which is not that good, evidently. What do you mean not that good? Because it's not. It's been proven in time, and everyone can see it. That's why. These stupid... Yeah, I can call these people that. Yeah, I'm talking to two people. So don't take it out on anyone else. Please, do not. Talking to all the people out there who may want to look the wrong way at a Scientologist, because that's what they're worried about. Don't you get me, people? I knew this was sensitive, because I knew that what I was exposing was going to make them fucking shit their pants, because they're nerds. But lucky enough, because they're such sneaky, fucking tricky, nasty cunts, they've blame shifted. They didn't expect this to happen, really, because they're absolutely fucking moronic. But I transcended the abuse. That's right, I was so difficultly tough. No, I'm not such a tough guy. Not like Joe Rogan or anyone like that. But now look at me. But it's skinny as fuck. Even though the SAS did actually have a look, and they thought, fuck, you know, yeah, mind-wise, yeah, defo. He is probably tougher than us, yeah. I can't disagree. If anyone would prefer not to instantly come to their shallow conclusion, which they've made up themselves, and go, yeah, you bullshit, and actually look to the timeline. Fucking lovely people out there. Anyway, Govinda, hope everything's alright, Matt. I was nuts, that was. I mean, all I was doing was trying to show my film. And the bad thing is that when I went out for a beer, just go and get a beer, I didn't, this is not, well, the universe timed this. Mary was there, right? And I went, I was like, alright, Mary. She went, and I went to the shop. I thought maybe she'd pop into the shop. That's when not asked. Like I said, I'm not asked. Like, oh, I have to talk to you quick. No, I'm not asked. It's not like that. It's not like that. If you get me. So don't go fucking thinking too fucking quickly, you fucking trolls. So I went to the shop. When I came out, she's gone. Come on, I'll come back here. Sweetie's here. I was like, and then Of course, by that time, he's bollock deep in his phone. And I'm like, sweetheart, you don't like it? You're talking about that now. You never guess what I saw there. Like love day. No, Mary. Okay. But instantly, I didn't have to explain anymore. He actually told me, he said, that's a sign, that's a mad sign. Right? Same as he said about Wendy. That's an agent. I tried not to think that, but he was telling the truth. Like I said, Sweetie tells the truth. He's fucking raw. I mean, Govinda, you know what I mean? I said, that's mad, isn't it? Because he was fucking absolute fucking balls deep in his fucking conversations, but trying to fucking say to his girlfriend, because his girlfriend would go, hey, where are you? And then asking for Loveday's number. What the fuck? That's not good. Gonna have to fucking show this to your missus, Sweeney. Because there's only one reason why anyone would bother to ask anyone for Loveday's number. And I know the reason. And you do. Now, if she doesn't know the reason of why, then she'll have to. And I'm glad no one give it to her as well. It's just, what's the point? Literally, what's the point? There's no point, because like I said, if we did ring him up for whatever, whether it be for something or nothing, whether to love them, give them love and gratitude, or to whatever, I don't know, what else? The love and gratitude thing would be strange. They'd probably take that as being really weird. I'd probably freak them well out. They'd probably be well scared of you. But that would be creepy, that. But even to give them a bit of an abuse, as in on the phone, you know, like whatever, say whatever and shit, that fuels them. Please understand this, that's where they gain their fuel. They are bats. They're like dark, nightly bats that drain people. Talking just about Loveday, Simon. Not his sons. Sons are alright. And I can never slag it off his sons. Yet they love to think that I did, you know what I mean? As a form of just to back up the reason why they assaulted me. And it took me about a year, recovery. They don't even realise that. Just forget about it. Okay. And how deep it goes. People around me know. And they know how serious it is. But do they want to get involved? No, because it's too serious. Other people who don't know, who know little bits, get worked up. Do you know what they want to do? Kill him. Not me. Kill him. And this is what I was kind of a bit worried about. I'm telling the truth now. Is of the avalanche of Meg that has already fallen, yet has not been seen by the person who made it fall.